time for the real talk, Nabo Roomza. For the real talk, Nabo Roomza.
Hey Roomza, what time is it?
It's time for the real talk, Nabo Roomza. Welcome back to bonke Roomza, Nabo Roomza Gazi, to the first ever student podcast in SA. Once again, I hope you all are well. I hope you all are good. How are you, my Roomza?
I'm doing exceptionally well, man.
So, guys, unfortunately, this week we don't have the African Drake because he had to perform in Mozambique. But he's going to be back. Next week, we're going to be moving with him. And I hope everyone is fine with that, Shem. But we have more in store. We have a lot. We have a special guest today. You guys are going to be informed. You guys are going to be entertained. I'm sure everyone is ready. Are you ready for this one?
I'm ready, man.
Are you ready for this
I
one?
didn't expect it, but I'm ready.
One more thing.
I was an ass.
We have 325 subscribers.
Whoa, man. That's nice.
We need a poo.
Yeah.
Please remember
that
that.
on, Chris.
Poo this week, not too. So, guys, we made this goal whereby we said by month end we wanna get it to 1K subscribers. Let's push, guys. Let's push with your help, with our help. It's for the students, by the students. Let's make it, guys, to 1K. Even surpass the 1K. 1K is too little for us, man. We have bigger dreams.
We can do more.
We have bigger dreams.
Yeah.
So, once again, welcome to bonke Roomza. Yes, of course. We're talking to you, and you. Yeah, to this number 5 episode that we're recording today with my one and only Roomza. And you can see this person who's speaking is the one and only MR Mongo. So I'm not walking alone, like every week I don't walk alone. I'm walking with the one and only Mzimba Shaker. The one and only.
I'll share
Guy Usuge Eastern Cape.
Asishare la.
Record the podcast.
Yabona manje swame kakhulu,
The African Chris Brown.
Asibatshele ngeguest.
Sakhuluma ngawo manje.
Yabona ayikho ngami lo taba, lunga ma students, I mean.
The one and only Roomza.
Fethu asi-introduce i-guest yethu. Angishona nabo bakhona ukulinda la
But
bakhona.
I'll say right, because you didn't even introduce our one and only female voice of the podcast.
He doesn't like me.
The one and only.
Sorry, man.
Phela sokwatile manje.
The thing is, I'm excited.
The
guest we're having today is...
Short tempered. Short. I flat like okay, but on that. So look, guys, ngilonwabo today ubone ukuthi abeng Men in Black. He was shooting with Will Smith at Miami. So but at break what is the join.
But now we'll put Gogo black. Come on, dude.
Okay, welcome also to you, Mother with
Pat. As any other day, glad to be here, even though I'm not liked today. At least I still have my car.
Shame. Yeah, ipagile, guys, you can see. So that's a permanent parking spot now.
So say permanent, man. Permission.
So tell me, how's your day today? Scaling from a bursary funding scale. Like, are you eligible? Are you funded? Are you approved?
Third appeal.
I was pending, and as the day went, I got approved.
You approved today.
That's nice. That's good
news.
That's good news. That's good news.
What about you, man?
Yeah. Third appeal.
Sorry, appeal.
Fun.
I'm fit.
Every now and then.
Imagine today you are lucky.
Yeah.
Possibly Possibly this guy can help you. But today we have a man who doesn't need an introduction, guys. We have a gentleman that flew all the way from CPUT to come for this podcast.
Oh, my daughter.
The one and only.
Making his way in.
The one and only general.
Lizole.
Welcome.
Man, to the podcast.
Are you good?
I'm well, my brother.
I'm also good.
Great, man.
We are pleased to meet you. And guys, I want to give you a backstory on something. Yes. So I just want to know something before we
Before we go any further.
So what happened? What happened down there?
I wanna know what happened.
Guys,
A lot happened, man. Hey.
we were signing Lizole today. Hey, the whole management had to stand in front of us. This guy has power. Hey, when are you wild?
He's a walking thread.
Wherever he shows up, everyone is started.
Everyone was started
Right,
shaking. And I'm
Everyone
like,
is shaking.
why are you all shaking, my
Bruh,
brother?
they're calling him on the corners.
Yeah,
I was surprised too.
Mara, okay, tell us, Mato, what's happened?
Yeah, what happened, man? Hey,
You know,
really curious.
when you come here, I was also surprised because I did not expect what happened. Actually, I knew the old system that they were using to sign people in.
Okay.
I don't have to carry along my student card. That was fine.
Okay.
So when I get there, this lady tells me that you must have your ID or a student card. I'm saying, but when did you change this system of yours?
Yeah,
And people are not even informed. So she says, you're not staying here, so you're not going to know. I'm like, no, it's fine, let me wait. Then maybe she was trying to advise me. She says, call your friend maybe or anyone you know to borrow you his student card. Then I'm going to sign you in. Now I call someone. The man comes down and gives me the student card. When I go back to that lady, she's telling me, but she can't sign me in. I'm like, but you're wasting my time. Why did you tell me to borrow a student card if you're not going to sign me in?
Mara, I want the backstory, not today. What happened that day?
Like, it seems
No,
like
it's
there's
not
a
a
history.
today's
You
story.
know, there is something going.
Even on that day, I don't know, maybe they told her about me. I don't know if what they say.
So you've never
So-
met her?
No, it was my first time seeing her. Last time, the
but
time
you
we
got-
fought.
But you guys look like you have a history.
She's behaving like my Peter ex that
Lizole.
So what happened last time? I think it was
Yeah.
around 10:30. So I'm with one of my forces. He's coming to his girlfriend. We know it's after hours, obvious. We're not going to sign in.
No.
We're CPUT students. We understand all the rules and regulations. Then we enter that gate there outside. There's no security there. We just walk in. We sit at the reception. This woman comes to us. She says, how did you enter there? I'm like, no, we didn't know, but we're not supposed to enter the gate there.
Like the front gates.
There's a security. I'm saying there's no security there. And again, it's not our duty that there must be a security. if he's not there, we're going to enter. There's no one. We're not coming in. She started to shout at me. I'm like, I'm not your child. So if you're going to speak to me like that, well, I'm going to disrespect you also. So she then calls these ones of pick up. You know, they come. They don't ask what's happening, who's wrong.
They just fight.
That's why I'm saying maybe there's someone who told them about me.
You are a walking threat.
No. So
Yeah, that's
what,
definitely the phrase to use.
what then I do? They're all shouting at me. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to shout back. You don't even ask to get. Why are you not listening to my side of story so that you can get sense of what is happening? No, that was fine. They
But thank you
put
so
paper
much.
sprays and everything.
Thank you so much for that. I just want to know, firstly, starting with, like, before we get anywhere, how are you?
No, I think I'm.
In terms of a Bazar scale funding, how are you?
No, we're always fine on our side, my brother.
So you approved, you funded.
I
No,
funded long
that's
ago.
good. That's good. So, who is Lizole actually?
No, actually, no, Lizole is not my official name.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. My name is Kanye Sokaya. I'm from the deep rurals of the Eastern Cape.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lapho Makono Roomza.
Yes.
Oh,
So the name of Lizole is my second name, but seemingly it's known more than my identification name.
so you built a
most
brand.
likely-
You built a brand, ne? A brand. sure.
Yeah, we can put it that way.
Also, it sounds like a very revolutionary name, so it works very well for you.
Yeah, and everyone knows that name.
No, it's not really like my parents when they give me the name. Their aim was not to make it a revolutionary, but maybe they did not know, but they gave birth to a revolutionary.
Hey, because this guy is wild. Yo, this guy is wild. We spent around 45 minutes just trying to sign him in. 45 minutes.
Hey, it's less, bro.
True,
It's more like
bro.
an hour, man.
You.
We've been going around and around there.
You. But
It was hard, man. Hey, I don't wanna
so
lie.
what do you do? Should we call you Lizole or Kanye?
No, you can call me either.
So,
But Lizole, the one people that know.
Mara, what are you known of? Utuminga.
Yeah, utumengana usitshele.
At a level of CPUT, I'm known as a student leader, by the way, from the mighty EFF Students Command. So,
you are
meaning
the leader.
if there was no EFFSC, there was not going to be a popular Lizole today.
Okay. So,
Interesting.
Because I've made a very, very long observation since I got to university. I see these people are doing this thing, but you know, I was not just attracted because I see people wearing red moving all around. I said, let me go and do research. Maybe what is it that they are trying to achieve? And then I was pleased by the documents of the EFF Students Command. I said, this is a good thing. Maybe now I can play my role. Then I move on. So that's all. I'm known as a person who's leading.
so leadership, tell me what actually motivated you to pursue this journey of politics?
Okay, thanks very much, my brother, for the question. I think the reason why I did not join politics, it's not because I was motivated by someone. Or I understood the struggle, and when I did my research in terms, what does this thing of EFF Students Command mean, or student politics? What does it mean to be a comrade in everything? Because you see people comrades this when you go to university. But I was like, when I did my research, I said, no, this thing actually, the main purpose of it, perhaps it seeks to achieve a genuine cause, which is to help the marginalized and the poor. So, and I related directly to the struggle to say, you know, I understand everything that relates to the struggle of a black student. So what then happened, when I got to university, I didn't know anything about university. I just got there, the bus station. I was walking like I don't know where I'm going.
So you came from Eastern Cape?
Yes.
What year are you actually?
I'm doing my final year.
Finally.
Yes, in accounting. So I just got a cab. Then I tell this man I'm going to Rowland Street, Raskin House. No, that's fine. When he tells me to pay, I'm like 40 rand this short distance. Wow, you're playing with me.
Yeah, it's the first time using the phone.
It's my first time. I'm from the Eastern Cape.
And you used to paying taxis for like 10 rand, 15 rand. And now
So I'm like, no, it's fine. I give this man and I think I was left with 100 rand. No, it's fine.
Yeah,
Then I
man.
go in.
100 rand.
So I see these people when I go to campus. I was fine in terms of red and everything. See these people wearing red and everything. They come to me, this other guy approaches me, but he did not explain to the extent that I wanted to know it. I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm going to read this thing. Give it to me. When I read it, I was like, no, it relates to this thing of Malem. Obvious, we knew EFF.
Yeah. So
Then from there, I started watching this thing of Parliament. That's when I understood it came of proper, because when we were growing up, our parents will always tell us Malema is arrogant, this and this and this thing, our people of Mandela. But only to find out they do not know what does this man stands for. They always see when the media is trying to patch him, posting negative things, but it does not show the good things that he's doing. So the reason why I joined the students' politics, to answer the question, I wanted to contribute to the journey of ensuring that we are fighting and we are getting justice for the marginalized and the poor.
So what are actually the responsibilities of being in a student council? What are your duties to actually serve the community and the students?
Okay, I think there's a confusion which I must clear. Now we are lucky enough because you are going to know it maybe. Because the majority of people are not aware. You know, in student politics, there are two parties. There's a structure that you serve in, which is the organization that you affiliated, which in this case is the EFF. Then there's SRC, which is a recognized statutory body of the university to represent students. So what then happens? You are allowed to contest even if you are not in the organization, in any organization, to go for SRC. But the core purpose of joining student politics, when you are joining the politics outside SRC, it helps you to grow and to get sense of understanding in terms of, when I get to SRC, then you are an official representative of students. This is what is expected of you. But the main purpose of the EFFSC, in accordance with its founding principle, it says is to rally students behind the banner of economic freedom in our lifetime.
So are you EFFSC or are you Okay, now I want to understand. Or maybe. Where are
No, you know, people think I'm SRC. I'm not SRC.
you? Where are
So
you?
you are on the
Yeah.
EFF part,
Yeah, I'm on the EFF part.
So
Okay.
meaning
the
he's
one in the
unofficial.
university.
He's
No, I'm not the SRC. You know, the reason why when people are sleeping on duty,
So you tend to do that way.
yeah,
So,
we do it. When there's no SRC, we must become a SRC ourselves. We're not going to
so
work for
you
anyone.
so you just go for the sleeping
I
people.
do what the SRC
That's a wake
should
up
be
call
doing.
for them.
Even the management knows. I wake up and write email, copy them, copy the SRC. When they say, but you're not supposed to write it, they're not writing. Who's going to write? Okay?
So we are
So
writing.
students must suffer just because the SRC is not writing emails.
You know, I think what I think they do in general, like everyday thing, they would be like the neighborhood watch when the police are not doing the work. Yeah.
So
That's
that's
our,
what.
our fact checker, also our smart. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I actually wanna go back a bit to last year. Based on a scenario in an event that took place at CPUT, which I feel like if you do have clarity or you do have an opinion based on what happened, to actually inform us. The strike that actually took part.
But you know, I think we
Like
should
the backstory, how it
we should
started.
talk about that after the break.
Oh.
My coffee bro is running.
Yeah. Also, my coffee it's getting cold.
And we have to get our guest at carb, man. Hey.
Maraya's wrong production team. Why the
Okay.
coffee yakhe?
Hey, that's how I'm
No, I just need
really.
to. I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink
Akacabanga.
coffee. Oh, I
Guys, we will see you after the break. After we get guest wethu a cup of coffee azocabanga kahle. Like the real talk. Nabo
Nabo
Roomza.
Roomza.
See you back.
Don't forget,
after
guys,
the
get
break.
yourself a cup.
Subscribe also. Welcome back to Nabo Roomza, guys. We still have the one and only Lizole here, and we're still diving deep inside. Pagat. Good see what's happened for him to get here. We're still on that question, Madoko. The question would say, you remember last year? I think it was this time last year. Was it June?
It was
Nah,
May.
it was
Around
before
this
this
time, I
time,
think
yeah.
it started on the 4th of May.
Yeah,
Yes.
May, yeah.
So I actually want to know the backstory because I mean I didn't know Shem. Like, to be honest, I saw now pump guns and what
A
people
lot was
chasing
happening.
people.
I think I saw
securities
hippos as
being
well,
beaten. Okay. The next thing, guys, we chasing you out of rest. Okay. The next thing, Melus. Okay, flight ticket. The next thing, Papa, status.
Yeah.
What's
Bruh,
happening?
shit, a
So
lot
I wanna know
happened,
What,
a lot
how
happened.
this thing started.
Yes, man, there was a lot. Well, if you notice, we had the rise crisis, ne?
Yeah.
Whereby we had many students were sleeping outside. Then we had an issue of shuttles, which even to date is still there. So these issues were being raised. The SRC that time was EFF Students Command. So they were raising these issues and MENCOM meetings and everything. So we then approached graduation. Then students are not going to get their certificates if they are owing. Like, it's a crisis, the issue on top of another.
So it's adding to the two that has been happening.
Then there was the issue of cafeterias. You see these cafeterias that are there new. So like, but it can't be that you don't have cafeterias. I mean, in university, you must eat iguinya every day. Like, it's unacceptable. So when we raise these issues in management, these people are starting to give us middle fingers. And you can tell there was also an issue of NSFAS. Now, you know, when the ground is starting to burn, everyone is complaining, then you must know that something is brewing. So what then happened, the SRC called everyone, political structures, student leaders, to say, these are the problems, comrades, what must happen? Like, no, let's draft a memorandum to the office of the VC. So when we go to submit this memorandum, must give them a certain period of time to respond. Then if they don't respond, then we see how we move forward. Then there was a mass meeting that resolved. And you know the danger, once students started to be angry, you must know but strike is inevitable, it's going to happen. So that's what happened. We had many issues that were stepping on each other. So now they were spreading and with many issues and we had no choice. But again, was something that I'm not going to answer on because I'm not sure really what happened. There were no beating securities because at D6 there was no ever security that was beaten. And by the way, it was alleged that both campus was burning, but no one.
Who banned the campus? Who banned the campus?
I want to know even myself today. Who
So
banned the
you
campus?
telling us you don't know.
I
who
don't
the
know.
person is.
Ours was a peaceful protest. We're always peaceful.
So
But
you don't
at
know what
D6
went
there
out
was
of
a
hand.
room that was burning.
Yeah, I remember.
Next to
I think
the
also
library.
We did not know, but we were suspecting private security. Those guys with black.
There
things,
were
because-
rumors that were going around
see-
that the private security had set the place on fire just to blame it on
Yeah.
the students to get more guards that would chase them away and cause havoc.
So this was this was just to
Yeah.
get to like chase the student out.
They were interfering with our genuine demand because ours was clear that okay, let's sit down. These are issues. How are we going to resolve them? That was all. They decided to hire private securities costing more than 2 million there, so that they can benefit to that thing of tenders that they are doing.
And
but
So they used your agenda
Obvious.
to promote
It's always-
their
it's
motion,
always
their
the
motive.
case.
And I remember the campus was actually on lockdown.
Yeah, ne?
The campus was actually on
Bruh,
lockdown.
everyone was being chased out, especially those who lived on campus.
But
on
what
their
happened,
resident
because I
campus.
saw like some students, after they slept outside, they got booked into a 5-star hotel. Who booked the...
So what then happened? Ne? They said, no, this strike is not going to stop anytime soon. Let's then evacuate. Actually, people were not forced to go, but it's a matter of understanding English. And
Yeah, it's the
everything.
English. I
So
knew.
people were scared to say, Tina, we're leaving. And then Tina said, we're not going anywhere. They must come and fetch us. So we knew. We said people must not go. I remember the statement was written by me that people must not go. Because we know CPUT, there's no way that you can have capacity to provide passes for 36,000 students. It's not possible. So people believe, but they are going to get free passes to Limpopo. How far is Limpopo?
But it happened,
Yes,
didn't it?
it happened, but the reality of the matter, how many students slept outside that day?
You know, I don't know, but
see the video
when you
circulating.
say that, the thing you said, it was not really a must for people to leave. I want to just give you an insight from a person that experienced that strike as a person that was living on a CPUT residence, right? What happened is that our rest managers did not even give that option to say you can stay. Just know that it's gonna get bad, and if you do stay, your safety is compromised. They literally said, if you stay, you know. I don't want to express the threat as it was,
I remember
but
I saw a video of students being escorted out of the building by security.
it was really
Like, that was
bad.
a la-
It
that
was
was a
bad.
forceful move,
It
man.
was bad to a point whereby we even had to give away our food to the homeless people because there was nothing that we could do. They were telling us to
Yeah,
leave.
we needed that food because we didn't go.
No, but as I'm saying, like, you know how we were literally being forcefully evacuated, if I should
I
say.
saw on the video some student like being escorted
You,
out.
you know,
Like, it's
you know
bad.
what causes that? The majority of our students are ignorant on many things.
That is true.
That's why it's even easy for the university when it wants to do so to victimize Lizole and get done with him. He's aware no one else is going to raise student issues because students are ignorant. They are very ignorant with even small things. You know, students that CPUT, they are not scared to believe a propaganda spreading there on social media. But there are ways that you can access that information as a registered student of CPUT. But even the Division of Students Affairs of our university, which is responsible for governance, is mastering those politics of confusing students because they don't want to be exposed. Because they know once everyone is aware, it's not going to be easy to bully them.
But I do get you on that. I also have a very good and a very important question, if you don't mind. I just want to tackle on some of the allegations that were like circulating on the surf, on like people speaking word to word. They said like EFFSC, and there were corruption allegations with money, because last year EFF was in charge.
I remember.
Yeah. I remember the million. The
Yeah,
million.
bathi ma-million.
Yeah, bathu bafuna ama-million wapi. EFF iwadlile.
You
Wasepha
know
ama-million.
I like that question when people are asking it.
Yeah,
like,
where are the
You know,
millions?
the 1.2 million is a donation which is given.
So 1.3.
Mm,
It wasn't just million.
Malini?
1.3 million.
That
So
was a
it's
lot,
from-
man.
It's from
That was a
The
lot.
Mutsipa Foundation, yes.
It has categories in terms of how much you use it. Then there's 75% of student debt. Then you must use it for those things of counseling and everything. Then you got sports and everything. So that money, when you receive it as SRC, it doesn't go to the SRC account. It goes to the office of the Dean of Students. It's a donation. So now the question comes, the EFFSC SRC child 1.3 million. What is the university saying about that? Which report did they submit to Motsaipo in terms of how did they use the money?
So are you telling me you guys don't have access to that money?
No, you can't have direct access to that money. Yours
Yeah.
is to just say this is the number of students who applied for this grant to pay their debts. Then you submit the spreadsheet to the director of finance. There,
But
then
there was
they
no statement
Yes,
from
you
you
just
guys.
allocate. You're going to pay this much money for this one. You're going to pay this much money. Then it's the university that does that process.
So EFF has nothing to do with the
Hey,
money.
my
there
man,
was-
I will be wearing Gucci now.
Yeah.
There was no statement. That's shocking me. Is that
So I think I will take this one. The blunder that you committed is not to communicate with students on time. There was a lack of transparency in terms of how was the money used.
Yeah, everyone would want to know
So-
what happened. I mean, you
Yeah.
can receive the money and then be quiet for quite a long time, yeah.
1.3 meter.
And then come back
Come-
again
obvious.
like with nothing. One
But-
answer.
but
But
then-
what happened to the millions? What happened to the millions?
Yeah,
Millions.
but that's a good thing.
million was
That's
mawadli.
why we even went on public, criticized those companies
Yeah.
to say, this is not the caliber of SRC that we want to have as the EFFSC. As a result, we concluded to say none of them, these ones that will contest again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we lost because of their mistakes.
That's what I wanted to say actually. Like you were very close to winning again, but
But
because of
that question
scandal-
of 1 million, my man was
That,
like,
that
yes.
1 million scandal, yeah. That 1 million
like,
scandal, yeah.
Roomza
I
when
think
you
it's a
call
one-
1 million.
Bruh, like, Sunogwas, what happened to the our
Ufuna-
visa?
ufuna
It was 1.3.
explanations.
If they see you somewhere, can't even take a video in Chupan, you're eating 1.3 million.
1.3 million.
1.3 million.
I mean, here we are owing 20-something thousand, and 1 million was granted for students, and now 1 million disappear on thin air. Where's the millions?
Where's 1.3? And that was the question.
Okay, man, I want to ask you, man. Last year, I saw a video circulating after EFF lost elections to PASMA. I don't know whether it was an EFF member beating a PASMA on the shuttle. There was a video circulating. Do you know about
I
anything
remember
about it?
the story.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have full information, but I have a problem with, social media is very good in manipulation and propaganda.
What really happened there?
So what happened there, it's something that I hear in peripheries. So
Okay.
you see that thing of disagreeing with political, then you end up being angry.
Yeah.
Then this one of the EFF is sitting on the chair. These ones from Wellington of PASMA standing, they started to beat him. Then that's how the fight started.
True.
But the media goes and say, hey, these ones of EFF lost elections, they are beating people now. Yeah.
Propaganda.
So it wasn't the EFF guy
No.
beating the PASMA. It was the PASMA beating the
PASMA.
EMF.
If you
the
saw
EFF.
that video properly, those guys were standing, this one is sitting down.
I couldn't see well. That's
Yeah,
why.
they
yeah.
We bonile rooms.
I saw the video, man, and I was like, yeah, it's going down.
I just
Now
want
they
to
won.
ask Lizole a question in regards to the strike last year. Seeing that you guys did not have the strike this year, and it has been said prior that CPUT is known to have a strike around this time of the year. And in 2024, we saw something different. Would you say that whatever you guys were striking for had some sort of impact in this year's changes, pending that, yes, in the beginning of the year, there were students that were sleeping outside multipurpose hall, but then by the time we got to May, most of the students were accommodated. Would you say that the strike had a positive impact in that term, or would you say that things are still the same? It's just that they had a better damage control this year?
Yeah, to be honest with you, not everything that you wanted is happening, but there are those gains that you can count. By the way, it is for the first time that plane and President House have a shuttle.
Okay.
It happened last year. For the first time that we have cafeterias operating. See, now libraries starting to operate 24 hours, but not the entire year. But the major role, it was the issue of certificate.
So is it fixed? Or?
It's not fixed. It's just the reason why I don't understand why there's no strike at CPUT.
So
Till now, we did not start the strike because we're protecting our qualifications, because sometimes we're studying for our parents. Otherwise, if it was according to us, this university will still under shutdown until today. But we don't have a revolutionary SRC, man. These people that are there.
The painful thing about striking sometimes, I feel like there are two different types of strike. I feel like you mentioned the one of peaceful strike, that one is good. I don't advocate. I also don't go with the violation and because you can't violate a place and then whereby it serves the community, it serves the nation on education, and then so if you violation, it's like you wenza something la uqeda ubuye uzodla khona ucabangeni because ekugcineni uzophinda ubuye la. Yeah. So I don't actually what's your take on that?
No, look, now I condemn anything that has to do with violence.
So you don't promote violence on it.
Because if we hear the word strike.
By the way,
the one thing clicks on mind, just put an attire on yourself and go there.
By the way, I never engaged in a violent strike. I never. And I never took a platform to address people and say, let's be violent. I always preach that we are engaging on a peaceful protest.
We get you, my dog. Get you, my dog. So on that, I would like to. That was Lizole again, once again, guys. And I just wanna say, I wanna know updates, man. Updates, Roomza. What's on your thoughts? What's happening currently? Because I have something to actually speak about that took place in TUT Pretoria. The freshers, did you see the freshers?
Yeah, that's massive.
Yeah, the freshers was really big.
They say it was massive to a point of danger.
But the people came in numbers.
To a point of danger.
It must have been nice.
And they told me like I saw on TikTok that the after party was at the police station at West.
A police station.
Like it was packed, like the way it was packed.
What driver my police?
I'm telling you, the police station was packed, my dog. Everyone was looking for their phone and shoes. People were looking for shoes and phones. But I just wanna share my condolences to Carol Mabunda. She passed away, and that freshers.
Wow, so that's sad.
I think it was.
Hence, I'm saying it was pegged to a point of danger.
People had so much fun.
Yeah. I just want to share my condolences to the family and friends of her, and
and just to put it out there, guys, be safe when you go to Groove.
Yeah, hey, be safe, guys.
Safe.
It's not safe at Groove.
I don't look at me.
Even if you don't groove, one way or another, you find yourself in that scenario.
Yeah.
Even if you don't groove. So when you go out, watch your drinks, watch the people you are with. Just
why not you speaking from experience?
What experience? Well, I did a few weeks ago almost get spiked, but I have good friends that were looking out for me. This guy was trying to put something in the drink, and then they're like, "Hey, get that one," and we were ahead of him, unfortunately for us. So now someone passed away, so that be safe.
So, but it was said that she passed away in a stampede because people were like forcing themselves into the gate. I don't know if it was when they were going in or out, but so they ended up stepping on her.
So when you decide to be safe, when you see people moving, I get when you move back.
Yeah, you move back. You don't go.
Hence, I'm saying she didn't think about it, or maybe she was not in a perspective of thinking about it. Hence, I'm saying be safe, meaning you can think about it.
Man.
You can
when
think
you're too
about
drunk,
it.
you tend to lose balance.
I wanna mention something else also. So there was someone. Hey, I know this. What I'm about to speak about is not affiliated with student things, but I didn't have to miss it. This one. So
What
there's a
happened?
guy, this guy is wild. There's a guy who apparently kidnapped himself, and then he wrote a message to his family on WhatsApp and said, like a ransom of 60,000 rand to his family.
People are
so
crazy.
he got arrested by the Hawks.
He kidnapped himself.
Yeah, to
And
get the 60,000.
He
and
did
then
the VS.
his
He
leadership.
wrote the message to his family by himself.
He kidnapped himself, and then he sent a message with another phone. And then now he's arrested by the Hawks. He got the bail for 7,000, but he has 60,000. So
His family did pay
Yeah,
the ransom.
Yo,
Who are they paying to?
Only poverty that can be bad.
poverty.
Yeah.
No, he knew that
No,
his family
no.
has money. That's
Yeah,
why he
that's
demanded
why
that
he
money.
kidnapped
Maybe they were
himself.
not willing to give it to him. He's a controlling child. No.
Yeah. He's a man, this
Once
man.
they start not giving you man, you're going to suffer poverty.
Yeah.
Why are
No.
you not standing on your own feet and making a plan for yourself?
Maybe
Yeah,
that
people should do that.
it was a plan that
No,
TK
but like
scandal.
a
But he was-
legal and lawful
he was-
It was a
plan.
plan.
A legal and lawful
He was very
plan.
innovative.
Imagine innovation.
You calling that
You're
innovation?
corrupt.
Guys,
You're
and-
corrupt. I've
and there's
always
no-
seen this corruption in your eyes.
There's one more thing. There's one more thing. So there was a student in University of Venda who went to Rocamamas and ordered food for two, and then he knew he doesn't have the money. And then when the bill came, he tried to pay, and then it declined. He knew his plan. You know what is his plan?
So he had a
He,
motion.
he wanted to wash the dishes. He was like, "It's fine. I will eat and then wash the dishes." So people know what he's going to.
Is that actually working, man?
That is what you can call innovative. That's what you can call a plan.
Yeah,
Instead
not the
of dying of
kidnapping.
hunger, let
Yeah,
me go
man.
eat and slave away for it.
But even
you
that
see-
one is unlawful, most because now he is not going to pay.
Yeah.
I don't want to call you corrupt.
What do you mean?
I do not want to call
No.
you corrupt.
I can't be corrupt.
Yeah.
I'm not corrupt, but realistically, it's unlawful. You can't go there and masquerade to buy food yet you don't have
You don't
money.
have
Thank
money.
God I did not call you corrupt.
But man, would you rather steal or just go there and then you're gonna serve them
It's
as well?
stealing.
No, it's not stealing. It's
It's
looking out
stealing,
yourself.
but when you are caught, you are saying, okay, give me this kind of punishment.
So meaning the 60,000 person also stole from his family.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
So
There was no innovation then in that way.
Yeah, that was not innovation. That was stealing.
But I was just joking
Yeah.
in that way.
You can't joke around about these things, man.
But then let's
People
not
might take them
starve if you can
serious.
wash dishes, right? Even Nasekaya, you eat for you to wash dishes because you didn't cook or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think,
Mara, what do you want to say? What's on your thoughts also?
I'm just
Before
saying,
we wrap this
let's let the Rocco Mamas guy slide. He was just hungry. And I don't really have much thoughts because exams are taking over my brain.
Oh, yeah.
But
It's that time.
overall, what I would say is I hope everybody's keeping intact with their mental state. Yes.
So before with her mentioning the exam part, I just want to ask you something. Ne? I hear that there's a platform whereby students can go if they like to consult if they are depressed or a student consultation or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you actually preface more about that?
No, I think it's there on Blackboard, that thing of counseling, student counseling, yeah. You just write an email there, then you also, they book you a date, they give you a date. Then there's also that of student support where you write an email. It's just that I forgot the person that you write to. For those who don't have funding, just send an email. They give them food vouchers. I think 300 or 400. Yeah.
No, I get you. Roomza, is there anything you want to mention before
No, man, I just wanted to highlight something on what he said. Like, if they were still the leading party on the SRC, strike would be happening now. Are you saying like PASMA is sleeping on duty?
They're sleeping. That's
They're sleeping on
I
duty.
want to make it, it's not a joke, man. It's painful.
Sleeping on duty.
The SRC president goes executive management meeting. You are saying cafeterias must sell spinach. Students are sleeping
Spinach?
outside.
Okay,
Students
guys,
are
I feel like we have a lot of
graduating
content.
When you're
have to have
advocating
you
for
again,
spinach, no.
We will call you again. I feel like
So, man, what do you think should be actually happening like right now? According to the things that you see, like there is no improvement on them.
I think the only thing now, by the way, the term of SRC is almost at the end.
Yeah.
It's up to students to choose new leadership. You see, because by the way, you might not know we have a very good vice chancellor. If you give that man a proper plan, this is what I want to achieve. I'm telling you, he's going to assist you. But if you can't even express yourself in English, then how are you going to speak to VC and say students are suffering like this?
It's a problem. It's a problem.
It's that thing of taking people from bed and put them in SRC.
So are you saying EFF is gonna run for the first position again this year?
Yeah, we're going to, and we're going to win.
Yeah. So are you saying students should vote for EFF because PASMA is sleeping on
Yeah, in
people?
fact, they must start on the 29th of May.
Yeah.
They must start on the 29th of May.
Yeah,
We vote EFF, we vote EFF, September.
So
we vote
EFF should be the leading party of South Africa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You saying that?
My dog.
yeah.
Do you think there is improvement that you guys can bring in if you could win the election for SRC?
The main.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, guys, I feel like similishaye manje.
Aisha
Aishagane.
Yeah,
And we are with the one and only Lizole here.
And thanks, man, for
can
coming.
Can you please share some 2 words to the public? What can you inspire them to say? A word for the public.
I want to encourage the public, more especially young people, not to be political ignorant.
Okay.
You know, the issues that are affecting them are being taken there, and then when they are disadvantaged, they get surprised. What is happening? We must go and study about the thing of national health bill, insurance bill, just signed, and see if how is it going to disadvantage our people. But they are not informed.
Guys, please check it out.
Yeah.
And that's the real talk. Nabo Roomza. So when's the show? Go to Ushaye Coffee. Who's over right?
Yeah.
Like the real talk, Nabo Roomza. Till next time. Till next week.
Yeah. And
Once
thanks to our
again,
men for coming.
make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. And till we meet you again, my dog. Make sure you here next week. Same time, same place.
We've got more
Every
coming.
Monday.
I'm a millions.
You know what's the time.
I'm a millions to my face.
So from us to you, I Shagabele, guys.
Shaga
I
iwa.
Shagabele. Ivalidu.
No me shaga million.
Bye bye. Yeah, come a million.
Mfuna ma million mfana.